the first season of the Sunday SITREP. It's not just a tournament, it's a brotherhood.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the 15th episode of the Sunday SITREP, the official podcast of the Armed Forces Fishing League. And man, we're excited to get back to you. It's been a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Basically, since right before our national championship, Nick and I have both been so busy trying to get ready for that and then things afterwards. And we're trying to get back on track and back on schedule. So sorry for the break. It's not because we don't want to be with y'all. It's just life stays busy.
It happens.
Yeah, especially rolling into the holidays. It's going to continue to stay busy for sure.
Oh, we're back.
We're back. We are back, and we've got a pretty exciting episode today. No guests today. It's just going to be me and Nick catching up, chatting. We're going to talk a lot about the organization, what we got going on next year. Talk a little bit about this year and
Talk some fishing.
Talk some fishing a little bit. How's the fishing up there, Nick?
Well, I'm a what you call a fair weather fisherman, so it's done for me.
Got you. I'm tracking.
Some of like the small ponds, not like the big lakes yet, but the small ponds are getting that real thin ice over around the edge.
Right.
It's starting, but the hey man, there's people up here that are they go at it until they can't get their boat out. I know a couple people that'll break ice around the ramp.
Right. I've heard of that. Yeah, I used to listen to BTL a bunch, and he always has Frank Scalish from Cleveland up there, and he talks about breaking ice up in Ohio to go fishing.
Not me.
Nah, me neither. Like me and I fished. I had a 2-day tournament this weekend, and that's why if y'all look at me and I just look absolutely beat, I haven't fished for a month, and then fished a 2-day for 9 hours yesterday and today each day. And I'm pretty beat. But
they tournaments, they wear you down.
Oh, they do. But we were thankful for November here. Is busy or it gets cold, but having 65 to 68 degree days in November to fish with bright bluebird skies. I'm not complaining. The fishing wasn't great, but the weather was not horrible. It wasn't miserable cold outside. I can't do that.
No.
I've done it. I've fished in 18 degrees and stuff, but
it's just for me. It's just not enjoyable.
Exactly, it's not. Yeah,
I don't like it. I mean, not only that, but then you're worrying about stuff with your outboard and like your live wells, and there's just I don't know. It's not for me.
Right. I'm with you, but it looks like people are starting to load in, and these guys already know the drill. Everybody's already dropping hashtag the SITREP. Jeff, just so you're tracking, delete the space in between it and resubmit it. It won't count it. It has to be continuous. But everybody's dropping them in there already. If you're in here and you're new and you don't know, we do a weekly giveaway. This week we're doing a t-shirt and barbecue sauce pack from Southern Fusion Barbecue. Drop hashtag the SITREP, just like it is right here from our Georgia director, Mr. Philip Hunt. Throw that up on the screen, like, share, and if you're not already following or subscribed to our YouTube, make sure you get over there and subscribe to that, please, and do all that.
What do we have?
Our subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, let me take a look.
I don't know.
36.
36. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. I mean, most of our folks watch on Facebook for sure, but we're definitely trying to gravitate towards both. Absolutely. Yeah. And build a following in both. Oh no. Easy, Josh Morgan. That knocked me off balance pretty good.
It's gone.
But yeah. So, man, excited to be back. For real, sitting down talking like this. I've missed it. I've been so dang busy. I know you have, Nick.
Oh man, crazy.
Yeah, it's been just chaos. Always doing something, always busy for sure. But man, so we don't have any results to go over this week. We haven't had an event for a little bit, but we do have some upcoming events we're going to go over real quick. Coming up 23 November, we have down in Georgia, Mr. Philip Hunt's going to put on his last open. Correct me if sorry, his second open. On Hartwell. Do what? Yep, Broyles ramp. Because not Green Pond. I forget the one he was gonna do it at. The one on the Georgia side. But the docks messed up from the Hurricane Helene. Did a lot of damage down there. But so he's going out of Broyles. That's a Madison County Shop for a Cop benefit tournament, $80 entry fee, and $10 from each boat is going towards the Madison County Shop for a Cop Gun Branch. That's right. Thank you, Philip. I don't know why that left me. And then 30 November, y'all got something going on up there in New Hampshire. Nick, you want to talk on that a little bit?
Yeah, so John Army, he's one of our anglers up here, and Cam Yates. Cam doesn't fish with us, but he's a good kid. Him and John are really close. Every year they do. This is the third year they're doing it. They call it the Silver Buddy Smackdown. And they promote the league and everything, which is cool. You know, we actually got a picture of Tim Doobie in front of our banner. Tim Doobie's an Elite Series rookie this year.
Right.
It's kind of cool having that. But they promote the league at the event and everything. So anybody that's interested, November 30th, get in touch with John Army. It's on Lake Winnipesaukee out of the 19-mile bay boat ramp. $120 entry fee. They're doing an 8-fish limit, 12-inch minimum, and yeah. So that's that. If you like like fishing in the cold, that's one for you.
I will pass.
Yeah.
I will pass. But that's pretty cool deal. I like that, I want to continue to do that. So guys, from the other states as well, if there's an organization that's holding a tournament that's, helping get our name out there, helping support us, let us know and we'll brief it on here as well, to help get them some boats, for sure. Yeah, December 7th is the next one, for sure. With 2 boats.
So that tournament, we donated money for I don't know if they're doing the big fish. I can't remember what he said, but we paid them money. They're putting our logo on their banner. I think that's the one he's talking about. And
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Tracking. Nice. What do you got going on, Josh Morgan? That's a long drop. December 14th is such a busy weekend. There's a lot of things going on December 14th.
That's the open for Louisiana, December 14th on Cross Lake?
Oh yeah, I hadn't got there yet. I hadn't got there yet. That's a donated cash prize. Yep, tracking.
We didn't, just to be clear, we didn't donate $5,000. We donated money towards the cash prize. Right. We're not there yet.
Yeah. Eventually one day. Yeah, so
December
14th, we have Louisiana, Cross Lake,
at the Legion.
Man, that went right over my head when Josh said that. Yeah, the Low McFarland American Legion post number 14 going out of their boat ramp right there on Cross Lake, $100 entry fee, 85% payout, and all the proceeds are going to the American Legion post there. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'd consider myself an old man, Dave, but I feel like cold fronts in my knee, so maybe that qualifies me.
That's the beginning stages.
Yeah. It's starting to set in. So yeah, I feel that. I'm terrified of my 60s. But But yeah, so those are all of our events coming up. We just have the 2 opens and then the Silver Buddy SmackDown coming up there in New Hampshire. So get out there.
And just to be clear too, for that one, there's no membership or anything. It's just anybody can go fish it.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. And then leading into that, I mean, that's all of our events coming up. The only other thing we got kind of coming up is the Bassmaster Team Championship.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see our guys go down there and compete. For those of y'all that aren't tracking, that South Carolina team, Jeremiah Jensen and Gage Spagnolia, 2 absolute sticks. They're gonna go down there and on Kentucky Lake. It got moved. If you weren't tracking, it was on Wichita River in Louisiana. And due to what was it, a dam maintenance or something?
Dam, I guess, and they couldn't. Yeah, they didn't have it like an end time in sight, so they changed the location.
Yeah, so they moved it over to good old Kentucky Lake, and I know Jeremiah has some. I'm pretty sure he has some experience on Kentucky Lake. I know he's got a lot of Tennessee River experience, and they can all relate somehow, some way. I'm definitely excited to see what they go and do down there. They're gonna
cool seeing a team from our league going.
Yeah.
You know.
Dang it. That's the second time this week I've got the Tom Selleck reference. Man. So does that qualify me as that old man, Dave? Can I say that now? Yeah, just to see them involved in it, right? Like,
yeah,
we worked a lot to get to that point, and to see, everything's coming to fruition. And I really hope they go to the Bassmaster Classic. Like, not because they're just a South Carolina team. I love both these guys like brothers. I know them both very well. They're both phenomenal men. They're great fishermen, just good dudes in general. And even if it wasn't them, just to see an AFFL angler in the Classic, I'm praying for it every day. That's what I want to see. I want them to go whack them down on Kentucky Lake and then show up to Ray Roberts and whack them.
So cool,
in the Classic.
isn't it?
It would just be, it'll make my heart, dude. I mean, I might have a heart attack, and I'm not even the one going to be fishing. Like, I would just be so happy that our guys are going to the Classic. But that would be cool. If it doesn't happen this year, everything happens for a reason. It's going to happen. I'm speaking into existence.
Yeah.
At some point, the AFFL is going to send someone to the Bassmaster Classic. Calling my shot. I'm calling the shot.
With you.
It's happening. Eventually.
Too many good anglers. You know what I mean? There's from all the states, and there's too many.
And we're just getting started, baby. Like, we're just getting started. Yeah. It's going to go down. For sure. It's happening. But speaking of Bassmaster, that was one of the topics we were going to talk about tonight, just briefly. Big news from them since we've been kind of in our little break here. But Elite Series is going to no entry fees, and they changed their whole payout scheme. Yeah. What are your thoughts on it, Nick?
I love the concept of professional anglers who have paid thousands and thousands of dollars to get to the point that they're at, to not have to worry about that $500 or $5,500, whatever it is per tournament.
Right.
On top of the lodging and all the other expenses that go with it. I think it was a really good move with them. The payouts are definitely less.
Yeah.
If you look at them, they don't pay out as much, but you don't have as much overhead if you look at it either. I think it's a good move.
I mean,
what do you guys think? Put it in the comments too.
I think it's cool I think who it makes the most sense for is the rookies, the 1-2 year, the sophomores, the new guys. You know what I mean? Because all you got to do is cover lodging. And if you're balling on a budget without big time sponsors paying you, then you can go pitch a tent for the week, save your money there. Your biggest expense is travel and gas.
I mean, perspective, right? Look at what we did at nationals. So take your cost traveling, right? Times what, 8, 9, whatever what do they do for events?
10,
10?
9?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
take that, times it by 10, plus your $5,000
$55,000 of entry fees in the
entry
year.
fees, like you know.
And I can't even imagine the dollar amount that those guys spend on tackle, because it's not what it's cracked out to be. These guys aren't getting boxes of jackhammer chatterbaits for free. They're paying.
Right.
But yeah, I agree, Josh. If you look past the decrease in the payouts, I think it's pretty awesome. But I kind of agree with this. Sorry, I think we just switched on,
Oh yeah, you're
on
good.
accident. I agree with this. I feel like maybe there's a way. I mean, obviously, we don't get to see the full scope and everything they've got. I'm sure there's a rhyme or a reason to all of it, but
so you have to think like an organization like that too. They have a full staff. You know, they definitely have full-time employees.
right.
They're paying out insurance to those employees. They're paying insurance for an organization of that caliber.
Right.
You know, the stages and all that stuff.
Right.
They have a lot more overhead. However, it is the largest bass fishing organization in the country, if not the world.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't see their financial reports, right? I definitely agree with you. It should be more than 300, but who are we to put in, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and I agree with Dave. Right, for sure. And I agree with Dave and them here that the over 50 series or legend series, either way you want to call it. Yeah, that would be sick. I would love to watch that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine watching like Tommy Biffle and Larry Nixon just square up. Like, that would just be awesome. You know, just flipping bushes. Like, let's just go back to old school flipping bushes. And let them old timers just do their thing the way they did back in the 70s and 80s. Like, I wasn't alive, but I watched them still on repeat. It would be cool to see that live now. That would, because they can still do it.
That level, like when you're a pro, you shouldn't be paying to play. You know,
I agree 100%. Like, I don't know how it is, but like in NASCAR, the drivers aren't paying to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's different, I guess, because they're on a team.
Any sport. Look at any sport.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, they're getting paid to play. Period.
Yeah.
The thing with fishing is it's so much different than every other sport.
It is. Yeah.
It's hard to compare, but I don't know. What's another solo sport? Golf. I mean, the mustache jokes are gonna keep coming. But thanks to Lonnie. Lonnie actually is who I've been fishing with. Oh, it jumped in there. He's the one that told me about the bass thing today. He asked me about it. I wasn't even tracking it. And then when I got home, I started reading about it a little bit today. I was like, dang, that's cool. Like, I like that. Yeah, but I mean, like, what's their tour card costs? And also look at the amount of payouts are a lot better as well. So I don't know. I guess it's golf. I think is probably the easiest to compare to fishing if you're going to compare two individual sports, because even like professional bowling, kind of team level. My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So there's actually reports out there too. If you look at the revenue that a bass tournament brings to an area, like especially if they go to small towns usually, right?
Right.
Between like just the tourism in general, the restaurants, the lodging, all this stuff, they bring in so much money for that community.
Yeah, the little tackle shops, just every little mom and pop tackle shop right after an elite series event hits. Yeah. Like if they've got it on the shelf, like if they don't, they messed up because they just lost a lot of money. Man. Yeah, like the what is it what's that the new young kid's name? I'm blanking out. The rookie that a lot of the guys don't like. And he was throwing Trey McKinney. He was throwing that riser thing on Lake Murray this year, and everyone was scouring everywhere for him. The folks that didn't already know about him for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, 1.2 million to come there. I mean, that's cool, but I mean, think about what it costs Bass per event. I'm willing to bet you Bass is probably in $250,000 range per event
Oh, yeah.
at a minimum, because they're marketing as well. Like, you got to look at them marketing. I don't know their deal with Fox. I don't know if they pay Fox or Fox pays
Yeah, I
them, or
don't
how
know.
that deal works. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh, the classic. I mean, absolutely. When I went to Oklahoma this year for the classic, I mean, it's insane how many people are all over the place just there for the fishing. I mean, everywhere we stopped, me and Bobby ran into somebody that was there for the classic. Even like our Airbnb was an hour away from the venue, and we stopped at a Whataburger out in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, and started talking to 2 dudes from Kansas that were there. Like,
Yeah.
for the classic, started telling us about fishing the rivers in Kansas. I didn't think Kansas had fishing, but they schooled me up. I learned. Thought it was just cornfields, but yeah. Got you a deer. That's an Indiana deer. That's probably a big one.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the real deer. Sorry if I've got any South Carolina guys in here. We don't have real deer here. We have fake deer. Like, you know, the deer that like the concrete deer that people put in their yard as like
Yeah.
an ornament from like
Yeah.
the 60s. Yeah, that's life size for us here.
Yeah, when I went to Santee that year, the year I met you down there, I just remember going to the ramp in the morning, and you turn the headlights and the cornfields are just loaded, but they're not. I never saw any big ones.
No,
You know, they were, yeah,
yeah,
but
they're
we
like
have a ton
fawns
of
in Kentucky and Indiana, but those are full-grown does.
yeah.
I mean, there's some areas that have good deer, but anyways, we're bloviating pretty hard here. But I mean, heck, it's fun. It is what it is. We've been off for a little bit, so it's fun. Exactly 3 years. That's pretty.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, I'm missing that. That would be cool.
It would be.
3 years. Copy. I'm about it. We can grind for it.
Well, not for nothing. Kind of
Yeah.
leading into the next thing, when you look at
Yeah.
the growth that we've had. I was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah.
That's why I just wanted to touch on it. Like, last year, we had 5 active states.
Right.
We're bringing on 4, or we have 4 on board now. New
Right.
state for next year.
Exactly. So we're going to be sitting at 9.
That's pretty good.
I'm
In
not
3 years.
in 3 years, right? So doubling that up, you know, I mean, it'll continue to grow at a more rapid pace. I think some states are going to be hard to get like crazy involvement in.
Yeah,
You know,
naturally, but
yeah, but I mean, there's still going to be guys dedicated, and like we've always said from the beginning, it ain't about the size of the fields in each event as much as it is about having the right folks at each event. And
Exactly.
I think so far it's been pretty awesome. And we're growing out. You know, we're not growing huge, but we're growing out. We're not, which is awesome. I mean, each state has grown every year.
Can you pull up
that
the
we've
map?
had on? Yeah, on the website.
Yeah, this is when, like, whenever I'm doing work on the website or like the league in general, and I have to look at this, it's just cool to see.
Let me switch it over here. Boom. Yeah. So, yeah, originally, yeah. So, like, I mean, I think obviously if you draw a line from Minnesota down to Louisiana and go right, we could have potential a lot of involvement. I think once you start getting out here, Texas included, Oklahoma, but I feel like a lot of these, you know, Midwestern states and Western states, it's gonna not be as crazy
dude,
involved.
bass fishing is huge in California. It's
Well,
pretty big
California
in
for
Arizona.
sure. Really?
Yeah.
I got to talk to Lonnie about that because Lonnie was there for a while, and that's what got him into fishing. I didn't think it would be, huge.
I mean, they don't have a lot of lakes, but they have Havasu, Mead,
Right.
Powell.
Good lakes. Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Sure. I forget about the Western states. I'm not very cultured. My thing is, Florida. We need to work on getting Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, a lot of the southern states. But we need to get New Hampshire some friends up there. Y'all are kind of solo in it. Yeah, y'all are all solo in it here. In Louisiana, we need to get Texas for you. Or I mean any of the ones around you for sure. But yeah. I think Texas is going to be a big deal when we bring Texas on eventually. Texas is going to be a challenge, though, for sure. Trying to figure out how to.
It'll be broken up.
It's got to be.
You can't. There's no way.
Right.
Texas is like bigger than the entire Northeast.
Right. And question, guys. Drop it in the comment. This is nothing. We've talked about this a couple of times, but not like in a very serious manner at all. But in the future, what would you guys think about like regional level, like regions? So like, here's what I say about that. So instead of having like a Georgia, South Carolina division, you would have like a.
So that's actually what you're getting at right now. If you look at the map, those colors, I'm actually setting it up for that. Exactly what you're talking about.
No. I know what you mean. Like for regional championships and stuff, that's going to come down the road. But like, instead of having South Carolina and Georgia, you have like an area, like the Savannah River chain, right? And that accommodates Eastern Georgia and Southwestern South Carolina, or even Northwestern South Carolina, the upstate area, and all those folks. Whereas like if you look in North Carolina, you have like small divisions. You can make North Carolina into two divisions, like an east and a west. You got your coastal guys and your lakes all over by Raleigh, and then you move out west and you've got Charlotte and all the lakes around Charlotte. You could break up and then you could go even further west into the mountains. Well,
that stuff I always bring up too. Like whenever we get a new director on and we're talking to him, like if you don't want to run the whole state, I mean, New Hampshire's tiny compared to just about every other state in the country, so it's easy for us. But, any of these states that come on, if they ever, like if you in South Carolina wanted to do like a north-south or east-west,
right.
All for it, Yeah.
You
have people that just fish the Savannah chain, right?
Exactly. And that's why I bring it up. Yeah, kind of like how the BFL breaks it up. The BFL kind of breaks it up very similar. It's been a while since I've done it, but like that's kind of where I had the idea from. Like the BFL has a South Carolina division, but the South Carolina division doesn't. They spread out a little bit, but then it has its own Savannah chain division as well. And they'll hit like one Savannah chain lake and then cover the rest of South Carolina for the South Carolina division, whereas the Savannah chain obviously just goes down the full Savannah chain list.
Yeah.
But
this is one of our new members. Yeah, he's right. We like being alone up here in the Northeast.
That's fair. What does your flag say again? Live free or die?
That's it. That's our motto.
Yep.
We can.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. I believe it. I can't wait to get up there and fish up there for the national.
Yeah.
No, I mean like all of us go up there. I want to see how all of us Southern boys can do going up there. I know it's going to be a struggle. I'm not talking crap. Like I'm being serious. Like I know it's going to be a struggle. I've caught smallmouth, but not anything of that caliber. For sure.
I mean, it's not you look at like the elites and stuff, right? And they're catching 5s and 6s all day. Don't hold yourself to that standard.
Well, yeah. No, for sure. Like 18 pounds of smallmouth would be a blessing to me.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't see why not.
No, so Dave, that's if you have a membership to our league, you can go to any state that has tournaments running and fish.
Right.
That membership is good nationally. That's not just for your state. So you can go to your bordering states. You can go down to Louisiana if you want, wherever.
Right.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, okay. Ooh.
I want to see it. Picture it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Tim, yeah, up in Indiana for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's really broken up. Like there's
Yeah.
the whole middle part of Indiana is just is nothing but cornfields in Indianapolis. I have not finished our schedule yet, Shane. I had it all fully ironed out. I did not have Greenwood on it. I had a few people ask for it since. I have to change my whole schedule around because the MPFL scheduled on the same day that I have Santee. So I've got to re-switch a bunch of things around, get back with Dryer Island up on Murray. And I think I'm going to delete a Murray event and add Greenwood. I was talking to someone about that today. So I think I'm going to add that in for sure. I've got Monticello on there. I've got Murray, Watery, and Santee. I'm excited for next year's schedule. It's gonna be a fun schedule for us. And I don't have to compete with BFLs because the BFLs dropped the stupidest South Carolina schedule they've ever dropped. So that's cool for me. I know like 4 or 5 people that are diehard BFL guys. I'm not diehard BFL guys, but the fish BFLs that have already told me they're not even gonna consider fishing them next year because of how bad the schedule is.
Yeah.
We'd have to talk about that.
So the points that we did talk about that before in the past at one of the meetings, like way in the beginning. It'll get way too confusing to try and transfer points from state to state.
Right.
So if you fish, Dave, let's just say you went up to North Carolina or down to North Carolina, I should say, and fished some of their events, your points in that state stay in that state. So really, I mean, if you really wanted to, if you wanted to fish 2 states, you'd have 2 shots at qualifying for nationals, right? Because you're tracking points in both states. But it'll just get way too confusing to try and be like, okay, well, you fished events here and here. Let's take a look at both states, and it's too much.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Unless we could figure out a way to where it tracks your team versus where you were.
I think with what we're getting into next, it might be a possibility, but we have a lot of learning to do on it.
Yeah, for sure. So you want to dive in on that?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you. I'll get the thing queued up, and I'll let you start going to town.
Yeah, so just go to our website. So some of you already know we are moving to a new platform for memberships, and you can do, if your director wants to do it in the state, we're going to do online tournament registrations. You can still pay cash at the ramp as of now, but we're going to move to Fishing Chaos. It's an app. It's a free app you can download on your phone. So when you pay your memberships, you go to the website just like you normally would. You click Enlist Now, and then if you want to click that, it'll take us over.
It looks like it's a little delayed, so
it redirects you to the app. So you have to download the app if you want to do it on your phone. It's free. Again, you just type in your information here on account.
I haven't done this yet, so I'm learning with you guys. Just so you're checking. I hope I spelled that right.
All right, so this is your, did it not take you to the, go back to the website real quick now that you're logged in.
I'm going to have to open it in a new tab and click over. 1 second. Because it didn't open a new tab. It just took me straight to Fishing Chaos.
Eric. Yeah, they do. A lot, when you get the app, you're going to see there's a ton of trails that use it. A lot of the Bass Nation, like high school tournaments, use it. The NPFL actually just switched over. They're now using this app too. And once you have the app, you can there's a ton of those like catch, photo, release tournaments. So you can sign up for any of them on there. Yeah, so this will be what it looks like when you get your this is all the questions for the membership. So you just go through, you're going to fill out all your information on there. It's basically the same stuff on the from the other platform we were using for memberships. It's a lot of the same questions.
Team member name?
Yeah, I just added that on there just to so when people sign up, just put whoever you're fishing with in your team.
Oh,
just,
my
just
team.
For us to track it.
Okay.
You can just type random letters for now if you want.
Yep. Boat.
So your boat, your motor. We just do this stuff. This is more like if someone didn't check in and we needed to call for help, God forbid, we can say, hey, we're looking for so-and-so. This is their boat. Keep an eye out for them.
Let's skip
all that.
Yes, I agree. Rules. I agree.
Rules.
Media release.
The media release, we added that on this year. That's just because we're growing. There's going to be more pictures, videos, and all that. That's just your consent us to post those pictures and stuff with your face in there. Dave, did the directors also have to do an individual account? No, you just keep the your account that you have, and then if I think I got all the directors. If I haven't yet, just shoot me a text. I've been trying to transfer all the members over to this new platform. So directors, if you're watching this, just let me know and I'll make you staff on your state page. So this, you don't have to do anything here. Before you go beyond that, I just want to go over a couple things. So these are subscriptions to Fishing Chaos. You can do the Weekend Warrior, which is like a monthly billing with $3.99, or you can do the Fish Wrangler at $43.89. You're not required to do it, so you can hit no thanks on this. If you do it, you don't have to pay a fee to fish an event. So when you go, let's just say you do an online registration for an event, they're going to charge you a small fee. It's like a 3% or something. It's small. You don't have to pay that if you have a subscription. If you do the Fish Wrangler, the yearly, you get $20 in e-bucks to Fish USA, $20 in e-bucks to Fins Apparel, $10 in e-bucks to Tackle Direct. You get 25% off Lose, Strike King, Fish Labs, and Okuma. So you do get some perks if you do it, but you don't have to. So if you don't want to do it, you just hit no thanks here.
Add a card.
Yep, add
and
a
then
card.
Check out.
And check out. Yeah, so the add a card, you're not buying a subscription. This is just adding a card. So if you do register for events, they have it on file.
Yep.
And then that's the membership. Same thing. It's $10 For His Glory Outdoors, which is Bobby Edwards' organization. $10 to your Bass Team membership. And then the $40 goes to the organization. The extra $2 is just that credit card processing fee that we get hit with.
Right. But if you do this, it doesn't count that fee there as well, correct?
It does. This is the organizations being charged that.
Tracking.
Yeah.
Picking up what you're putting down.
Because on the main page, I have the bank account for the organization linked to it, and that's how they take the money. That money goes into it, and then it would be like if we didn't do that $2 fee, it'd be like we'd get like $58.
Right.
So we'd be shorting ourselves on all the stuff.
But yeah, I mean that's
Oh yeah, Josh, good point. So Josh signed up yesterday. He said it took about 24 hours to get his confirmation receipt from Fishing Chaos. So if you don't get it right away, give it up to 24 hours. And then if you still don't have anything, just reach out to myself or your director and we'll look into it. That's the process. And then do you want to log in
to my other one?
Yeah. just so they can see the app.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
guys can download the app on your phones right now. It's free.
Let me oh, that was quick. All right.
So this is what the home screen will look like once you logged in. You can see all the featured tournaments up top nearby. So this is what's kind of cool about it is once our states are set up on it individually and active, they'll pop up in this nearby tournament section. So anybody with this app in South Carolina will be able to see like, hey, we have an event coming up on Lake Murray or wherever.
I like that Trouts for
yeah.
Tots tournament. That's pretty funny.
So that's kind of a cool feature. And then nationwide, you can search for different tournaments nationwide. A lot of these do that cache photo release. So if you want to sign up for them, now that you're a member of Fishing Chaos, you certainly can.
Very nice.
Yeah. And then once you go, like if you wanted to search for something, so if you go up to the top right there on the search.
Well, I'm trying to look mirrored.
And then just type armed forces. So Louisiana, I got to deactivate that one real quick.
Okay.
So just go to the main one. So this is what the main page looks like. I'm going to put up like our national event on there. Before you can get a membership to each state, and there's no fee for the membership to each state, you have to buy your membership from the league.
Right.
So it won't even let you get a membership to the state. But when you do, it's free. Don't worry. You're not paying a second membership. It's just a way to track for each state to track their members. And that's what it looks like. We have our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, website, all that stuff's linked right at the top there.
Got the QR code, yeah.
Yeah, it generates a QR code. So that's what the app looks like. It's super easy to use.
And once you'll be able to view all of our results and stuff in each state's page as well. And then there's live leaderboards. There's a lot more to it that we can't physically show you yet until we start getting into tournaments, and you'll see that.
And a lot of features you probably won't use at the state level, like this one that Josh is talking about. You can, certainly. You can't, there's like a bass tracker feature on there, which I'm thinking, at nationals this year, we do like an extra couple $100 incentive. If you track your fish throughout the day and you're the most active on that tracker when you come to weigh in, or the most accurate, when you come to weigh in, we're going to give you a little spiff. That's stuff we're working with.
Right.
You can live broadcast. So like if you're in South Carolina and Austin wants to live broadcast his tournament, his weigh-in, you can do it right from the app, and anybody with the app will see that there's a live broadcast going on for the league. So get some good eyes on.
Right.
Yeah. It's a lot of
cool
sure stuff.
It's a big step in growing for us and showing, other people who we are, getting that out there. There's a lot to it. I think it's gonna really help us out, and it's gonna help the directors manage a little easier, points and all of that. Yeah, I think it's a huge step. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to use it.
Oh yeah.
Bro. I think it's gonna be really cool to get into.
Yeah, so don't be taken back when you go to get your memberships and you get redirected to this app. This is why. This is the platform we're moving to.
Easy money.
Yeah.
Easy money. Well, yeah, that's Fishing Chaos. The cool thing, download it now. Yeah, Fishing Chaos, just like it's spelled right. Hold on, I'll pull it back up. At the top of the page, right there in the top left corner.
Yep.
Fishing Chaos, just like fishing spelled, just like chaos is spelled. No weirdness to it. And I don't have an Android. I'm assuming it's available on Android, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, they downloaded for me on Apple just like any other app, and works pretty smooth and easy. I know some old timers out there. I know if Lonnie's still on here, he's probably like, I don't know how to use daggone app. I can't use his Anyways, his phone's all messed up, so he can barely text or call out anymore. But it's super easy. And get with your directors at your first event if you're struggling with it. We'll get you squared away, or call them. Call me, put it in here. We'll get in touch with you and help you get squared away and show you how to use it, because it's going to make it better for you guys and us as well. Once everybody gets familiar with it and using it, it'll be better.
For sure. Yeah.
And we can potentially link our scales to it. Maybe we're still playing with that, right, Nick? Did you figure
Yeah, I know one version of the scale has it, but I'm pretty sure they sell an adapter where if we get that adapter, we'll be able to do like the, when you put a bag of fish on the scale, it's going to update everybody's, like if everybody's looking at the leaderboard, it'll update it live.
Right.
There's a lot of cool features. It's new to us too, so we're trying to figure it all out.
Exactly.
But right now, the membership portion of it is live.
Boom. Go get your memberships. 2025. Let's do this.
There's already like, got 30 or so members signed up since.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I'm excited. I want to see Kentucky be big. That's going to be cool. I want to see India. I want to see all of our states grow, man. I'm excited for this year. I really am. I'm really excited for 2025. It's going to be a big year for the whole AFFL. For show.
It'll be fun. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
So growing, just keep in mind your points from last year qualified you for nationals this year. So just keep that in mind. We have a lot of new people in here. So when you fish this year, you're earning points towards
2026 right
nationals, which will be either St. Lawrence or Champlain.
St. Lawrence.
That's what, yeah, kind of.
I want to stay in a castle.
You want to see a castle?
Yeah, I'm joking. I don't care. I'm gonna have a blast no matter where it is up there. If I get to, I don't even care if I catch a limit. If I get to go stick a 4-pound smallie, or if I catch a 6-pound smallie, that's all I need for the year.
You'll get a 4-pounder, no doubt.
I will. While we're up there, my whole goal is to hunt for a 6-pounder. That's it. I don't care about limits.
I actually sent this to Josh Morgan because he asked me a competitive bag on St. Lawrence. And this is the ABA tournament that we did. I know Tony, I don't know if Tony's still in here. He was up there too. First place, it was Coop Galan, but it is what it is. He had 26.97. So basically 27 pounds, a small one. All the way down to 34th place was 1911. And I didn't even keep looking after that.
See, I live in South Carolina, and I haven't weighed a 26-pound bag of largemouth. So
it's incredible.
Yeah. I've had a 25, not in a tournament, not official weight, but just out fun fishing. But
that's right. He's still in there.
I cannot imagine 26 pounds of smallies. That would be.
They're ridiculous.
I would cry, dude. I would physically cry.
The smallmouth, they only get so long, and then all of a sudden they just start going this way.
They're footballs. Yeah, they're little. They go from junior league, like pee-wee size footballs, to NFL.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
It's crazy.
But
yeah, that's the 20s. Fish numerous tournaments there. Yeah.
That's just that's stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are they? Is there a nuclear plant there dumping waste in?
It's the gobies.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. I've heard some stuff about that. Biologists talking about how the gobies are just like little steroid shots for them. They're just
little balls of protein.
Right. Pretty cool. It's like the California bass back in the day when California was stocking rainbow trout like crazy, and the California bass just turned into monsters.
Don't start. Don't.
Well, New Hampshire, I just want to say something. A South Carolina team is the only one to weigh smallmouth bass in Chickamauga. I just want to say that. I don't know who
Well,
it was
I
that
just
caught
want to
it,
say this too. If
but
you keep 5, I guarantee you every person from New Hampshire would have been going for smallmouth.
I mean, if we would have kept 5, we would have had 17 pounds that day. I'm just saying. I think it's going to be a fun event. I don't care if I win. I just want to go crack smallies for a week straight. That'll be enough for me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can do it. I can even get you the contact info for the guy over there.
Yeah. And guys, me and Nick talked about this a while back. About kayakers. Nothing right now. We've got a lot of other pieces going on right now that we're trying to work. But eventually, if y'all know people or would be interested in like a maybe statewide kayak or regional kayak events or something like that, to where it's just on the app with the catch, picture, release, whatever they call it, capture, release, or whatever. If y'all would be interested in that or know people that would, I've had a few folks here in South Carolina ask me that.
There's
But
been
if you,
a lot of interest in that. Like on
yeah,
the main page, a lot of people ask, "Is there a kayak series?" So yeah, for sure, especially with this app.
I think that would be super cool, and we can
Yeah.
tie that into the national championship too, and have them go out of a different ramp on the lake, kind of like the classic does. What people were bringing in? I'm not gonna get into it.
I think he's talking to Josh because Josh said.
Oh, I'm tracking.
So I think he's.
I do agree with. Oh, yeah, I do agree with Dave here. I mean, I don't know. Do you consider gumbo seafood, or is that's just a Louisiana dish? Either way,
they can
the
make
gumbo
one for sure.
The gumbo needs to be a standard tradition for the national championship.
One, I want to say something about that. However, it needs to be not the night before the road trip or the night before the tournament, because
the first night of practice, the first night of official practice. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I will say we did get lucky. I'm just talking crap. That's what I do. I love to talk crap. We did get lucky. I mean, no doubt Jeremiah put us on good quality fish. He knew what he was doing. But the quality is, yeah, for sure.
that was mild. Okay, that was mild.
Not to me.
That
was Louisiana mild.
He said he made it mild, and I look around and people are choking, sweating. I was like, God.
Right. I don't think it was that bad. I mean, and no, I'm not.
It had some kick to it, but I mean, the next day said otherwise. But yes.
Yeah. Man, I didn't know the spoon thing. I felt like such a piece of crap when they came and told me I was doing it wrong because I was using a fork. But the spoon thing did change it. I mean, actually scooping the broth into it. Yeah, I'm excited for next year. Please, Brock, if you're in here, I'll pay for all the ingredients. You just tell me what the dollar sign is. I'll cash app you. It was delicious.
It was really good.
Yeah. It was.
They were actually talking. It would be cool if we could get like something from each region to bring.
Do like a potluck kind of deal.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea. I kind of like that.
That would be cool. Because think about it. When are people from, wherever gonna have, up here it's lobster. Like we have, that's what we're known for up here.
Yeah, but I mean that kind of sucks. Lobster's expensive. Like
can be, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's other stuff too. You know what I mean? Like there's other dishes. Yeah. What I'm getting at, there's dishes from everywhere. Like
right, like state specific dishes.
Yeah.
Like Kentucky. I'm not from South Carolina. I'm from Kentucky, but I'm gonna bring my grandma's derby pie. That thing is to die for. I don't care what anybody says. It's pecan pie, but she puts chocolate in it and a couple of other things, and they call it a derby pie. It's kind of a tradition around the Kentucky Derby. At least in my family. I don't know if it's all across Kentucky. And it is son. I could kill for one right now. But
Sounds good.
oh, I like that idea. That's not bad. Not a bad idea. If we had like a little dinner thing every night, and each state is in charge of the. That's kind of what we did in our house. Each team was responsible for dinner one night. I kind of like that for the states. Like
I do
maybe,
like that, but here's the thing. Think about it. We're at 9 states now.
well, you could do a regional thing, maybe.
Yeah,
You know what I
Northeast,
mean? Like,
Southeast.
yeah, like Tennessee and Kentucky or Indiana and Kentucky could link up and do something. You know what I mean? South Carolina, North Carolina, like you could get it. Well, Kentucky's got the chicken. I don't know if Jeff's into frying the chicken or not, but Kentucky's got the chicken. Don't take that from us. We ain't got much left. Our restaurants might be closing their doors everywhere, but we ain't got much left.
Yeah, we'll figure
But-
something out though. I like that.
Yeah,
Either
I like these
potluck
ideas.
or each night we take something. That'd be cool.
For sure. Like obviously Maryland, when they come along, is gonna have blue crabs and Old Bay seasoning because I think that's all they
Hey,
know
Dave
about.
brought that this year.
Old Bay is good. Oh, my mom just brought up a good point. The hot brown. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh man, I'm not even gonna tell you. You need to Google it and Google a picture. I'm not gonna spoil it. Just Google Kentucky hot brown and look at it.
That sounds like a dangerous Google search.
Whoa, Jeff, are you telling me you haven't had the hot brown? I don't know how I forgot about the hot brown and to not bring it up, but man, Jeff, that hurts my heart as a Kentuckian. You gotta have the hot brown.
Sam, am I looking at it?
I can't tell. I gotta look at this screen. That looks like a fancy hot brown. I don't know. The way I've always had it is it's a turkey sandwich open ended with gravy and cheese and a bunch of toppings, and it's to die for. Mostly cheese, but I mean, you can take the tomatoes off, Jeff. The cheese and the gravy is what makes it. Like, oh shoot. Sorry. If anybody that is a dangerous Google search.
That's
didn't
what
think about
I was saying, dude.
that. Sorry, my apologies. All right. Moving on. Moving on. My apologies. Don't look at the Urban Dictionary version. Anyways, all right, moving on. Well, let's get. Do you got anything else on all the updates and stuff?
Yeah. So I just
Jerseys.
have to. They sent me the proof for it, but within the next week, we're gonna have sweatshirts like this available in the jersey, and then within the next couple weeks, we're gonna have hats embroidered. They're like the hat that Austin's wearing, the trucker style.
Richardson 112s.
And it'll have the logo on the front. That'll be available within the next like 2 to 3 weeks. I just have to get the proof sent to me. I like to hold them physically to see it before I put them on the website, but that'll be available within the next 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, so hoodies and the jerseys are going to be available for order within the next week, and then the hats following.
Right. I blanked out on it. I lost it. If y'all haven't been to the website and looked at the apparel, get on there. There's some good stuff. You can get this hoodie. This is the champion hoodie. I love it. I wear it all the time. I don't just wear it. Yeah, I don't just wear it on the show to rep the league. I just love this hoodie. I wear it nonstop. It is so comfy. I'm a hoodie kind of guy, but the SITREP hats. I hope you like that one, Josh. That was a different company we ordered those through.
We can get more made.
It's like my personal opinion. The Richardson is a little more uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Josh, if you've ever had the Richardson 112. They're pretty standardized. They're uniform. I love the Richardson 112s. That's what a lot of companies are going to now. They're easily adjustable. They fit most people pretty well. And you can kind of rock it however you want it. I always keep with the slight bend in it. But yeah, no, sir. The jerseys are not required for
No,
tournaments.
the
just
only
if you want it.
time if you go to our national championship and you win that and you move on to the Bassmaster team championship, then yes, the jersey would be required at that point, but not for any of the local events or even the national tournament for our league. You don't have to have any of it on. It's just there if you want it.
Right. But yeah, does anybody got any other questions or anything? We're I think we're pretty much wrapping up here. We got to do the giveaway and our devotional following right after. Or we'll do the devotional after the giveaway.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything? You got anything, Nick?
I'm good.
Good deal. Well, real quick, I'm gonna go over all the upcoming events, and so if you have not liked, shared, and commented hashtag #DSITREP, go ahead and jump in right now. We only have 16 entries now. We were low. Might have had to catch up. Yeah, and subscribe to the YouTube. Please, y'all get over on YouTube and subscribe. We're trying to build that as much as we can. It's just Armed Forces Fishing. Is it Armed Forces Fishing League? Yeah, the full name.
Yeah,
for the YouTube. Yep.
Yeah.
Armed Forces Fishing League. You search it, Google it, it comes up. And yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to that. Trying to make a big push at that, please. But let's go ahead and go over some of the upcoming events real quick. I'm not gonna dive in deep. No, bud, we don't have any Black Friday tournaments scheduled right now and across any of our states. A lot of folks are busy with the holidays right now. I'll reach out.
Good idea.
Yeah, I do like the Black Friday idea. I'm thinking about running a New Year's Day one here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Come on up for ours.
It's hit or miss here. I mean, it could be really cold or not, but thinking about doing like a 10 to 5 or something. You know what I mean? Or
yeah,
5 will be starting to get dark, but like a midday tournament if it's going to be cold. I don't know. I was just thinking about that the other day, but yeah. So coming up 23 November on Lake Hartwell on the Georgia side up at Broyles. 23 November, get out there, support Georgia in their second open event, supporting the Madison County Shop for a Cop benefit. And then 30 November up there in New Hampshire, y'all got the Silver Buddy Smackdown Blade Bait Tournament. And then 14 December, Louisiana Cross Lake, the Low McFarland American Legion post number 14 benefit tournament. Y'all get out there and support those. And I'm excited to talk about the results. It's been a while since we've had some results for a tournament. That's kind of my favorite part of that of this. Sometimes is going over and talking about our events and how they went and everything.
Talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll go ahead and jump in here to the giveaway. We got 17 entries tonight, and this is for our t-shirt from the website. Nick's gonna send out to you, and 2 bottles of Southern Fusion Barbecue. I'm gonna.
Did that last one get on there? Did Ed get on there?
Yeah, we were at 16. He's the last one I've seen that put us up at 17. So let's see who it is tonight. Eric Bove. Perfect. Saves me on shipping. Thanks, Eric. So I'll give you that. We'll link up, Eric. I'll be up on Murray soon, eventually. Or whatever you want to come down. Maybe we can jump in the boat together or something. I'll give you the barbecue, and I'll hit you up, get your address, and sling it over to Nick so that he can sling you that shirt. Congratulations, man. I think that's my first South Carolina winner. No, Tom Fulmer.
Yeah.
1-1. Yep. But yeah, y'all have a good week. Thanks for tuning in. If you do want to stick around for the devotional, I am going to continue to do this every show. So stick around for that. We got a pretty good one me and Nick discussed today. It's going to be quick, short, and sweet, but I don't have anything else for the main folks. Do you?
No, I'm good.
Alrighty, this week's devotional. So today, we're just real quick looking over at Colossians 3:23 through 25. Work willingly at whatever you do as though you are working for the Lord rather than for people. Remember that the Lord will give you an inheritance as your reward, and that the master you are serving is Christ. But if you do what is wrong, you'll be paid back for the wrong you have done, for God has no favorites. And the reason we kind of picked that verse and talked to it tonight is in that it's talking about inheritances. Your inheritance as a follower of Christ is eternal life, but it's also talking about the blessings that he brings us. And take the testament of the AFFL and the growth that we've done and show that in your life, right? You reap what you sow. And a lot of this has been founded on Christ, even though we weren't as open about it in the beginning as much. But being involved with Bobby Edwards and his organization, and just the focus of the Armed Forces Fishing League is to get veterans together, first responders together, and help each other out. And God looks goodly upon that. And I'm not sitting here trying to make us sound self-righteous. I don't want it to come across that way by any means. We've made mistakes. We're going to make mistakes, and that's how it's going to be. But the meaning of this, the brotherhood of this, of getting people together and still coming forward with our faith in that and doing it in his name, is what's helping us grow. So think about that in your life today. Are you, what you're working for today, are you working for it for people? Or are you working for it for the Lord? That's kind of my piece on it. Nick, do you have anything to touch on that?
Yeah, just the way we're doing it. We're doing this for the right reasons, and we're being. It's showing. It's
Right.
He's recognizing it.
Right.
We're not in this to make money. We're not doing it to get rich. We're not doing it for the clout, the fame, nothing like that. We're doing it for this, exactly what we have and what we saw at Nationals.
Right.
That's every day we do something. That's why we're doing it.
Absolutely. And yeah, and that's the testimony tonight from that is think about what you're doing. It's something I try to think about a lot, and I know Nick does as well, and I'm sure a lot of you do. But like we were talking about it, I mean, that's a good one to read every morning. Like right before you start your day, read that and like, hey, what am I, whatever you do for a living. Like for me in the Air Force, what are we fixing these airplanes for? Right? Is it to, save people's lives downrange, or is it, train these pilots to save lives, or what is it? What are we doing for? Do we believe we're doing it for the Lord, or are we doing it for people? Right? That's all it is. Just a devotional. Think about that in everything you do. Absolutely, Josh. Absolutely. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
It's a dang shame when things like that happen. But we'll keep him in your prayers, brother. We'll keep your whole family and everyone around you in our prayers for sure. But yeah, Nick, I don't really have anything else. Do you?
No, if you could just remember when you guys do your memberships, go over there. If you have questions when you're going through it, just reach out to myself or any one of the directors, and we'll get you taken care of.
Absolutely. Well, we will see y'all next week. We do not have the show lined out yet on what we're gonna do. But we'll see y'all then. Hope everybody has a great week. Thank y'all again for tuning in. We'll invest all this week and see you again. Remember,